What was the message in between the games, Coach?
Forget that game. Forget all about it. This is just like Super Regionals. We used to play this format in Supers. 1 game day 1, 2 games day 2. And, you never know when you're going to have to go back to that because of weather or something, just like this weekend. So that's the beauty of the SEC. Let that game go. But also at the same time, don't go out there thinking Karlyn's throwing so we can just kind of cruise. We've got to come out firing on all cylinders. And I'm just so proud of them because we won game 2 during game 1. In game 1, we never quit. We never stopped fighting. We never got flat over here. And because of that, we were able to keep our energy flowing into game 2.
You talked about how momentum was so hard to get in these doubleheaders. How were you just able to do that in the coming from the second game?
Again, I think it was the dugout and the fight and just us, putting up 4 in that game. It would have been such an easy thing just to cash it in, to not go out and pitch tough, to not play tough defense. But you didn't see all phases of our game completely fall apart because of 1 inning. And because we kept our focus and kept our mental energy up, we were ready for game 2.
Could you just talk about what it's like, a player like Gabby who cuts her teeth as a freshman, and now she's having moments like this as a sophomore?
Yeah, she's her own worst enemy because she's really hard on herself. And when she just goes out and plays and doesn't, judge herself every single pitch, she can do some really cool things. And I was so proud of her for the squeeze bunt because the other day in practice we were working on bunting and she was struggling. And all of a sudden she got 1 down and she did something really smart. She told us what her process was. She said, I just pretended it was a squeeze. And I told her when she was on third after she laid that beautiful bunt down, I said, Gabby, that right there, like speaking your process out loud, gave me the confidence as a coach to put that call on for you.
Erin's obviously had great moments.
Mm-hmm.
And, just where would you like to see her continue to grow as the year goes on?
Well, in hindsight, 4 batters may not have been enough. Talking with Megan, she felt like, looks like they kind of came out with a good game plan for Erin, and we didn't feel like we were just throwing balls over the middle of the plate. They were on to what she was doing. And so felt like we'd, changed things up going to Sage. For all of them, honestly, we got to cut down the free passes because that game is within reach if we don't walk 6 and hit 2. And you look at how that played into keeping innings rolling. Teams are going to hit the ball. I mean, they're good players over there, but we just can't do things that we have no chance to defend.
What do you like from Peyton just coming into that situation already down 7-0, with both pitchers struggling? How much confidence does it give you that she was able to get out of that inning?
I like how she competes, and that's the thing about her. You watch her out there. If you didn't see the scoreboard, you wouldn't have known what kind of ball game we were in the way she went at it. And she just kept competing no matter what. And she didn't let, 1 at bat or 1 pitch factor into the next.
What do you like about Savaya's speed when she's on base? That bunt that you mentioned, I feel like it doesn't look as cool of a play as it does if she doesn't have that speed to get into home.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she runs the bases really well. She reminds me of Kiki. Speed is one thing, but to have the instincts and to see the opening and to take it as quickly, that's a whole nother level, and that's something that, she's perfected over the years.
Where does this team find consistency, a few weeks in a row, 2 or 3, and obviously a ton of momentum coming from Oklahoma, and then game 1 today happens. Where do you hope to find that consistency?
Well, I'm really proud of them the way they bounced back from Oklahoma because, sometimes you can worry about how a team's going to bounce back from failure. You can also worry about how they're going to bounce back from success. And I think they did a really good job this week of recognizing the process things at Oklahoma that led to success and continuing to pour into those things and pour into each other. So to me, the consistency is, like I think it was a 4th inning there, we have 3 at-bats from 3 seniors that, we kind of gave those away. So that's where we have to get just that little bit better at maintaining that focus and never feeling like we gave away an at-bat.
Who is someone you feel like this team can turn to in moments like that game 1 where they do get down and they still stay in it, who convinces them that they can still stay in it and fight?
I think there's a lot of people out there. I think Karlyn is absolutely one of our best leaders. And it's difficult for a pitcher to do that because of, the responsibility on them. But she does such a good job of staying mission focused with the team. I think Kinsey and I think Boo are also just really calming influences.
Anything else? All right, thank you guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.